And in my course that I'm doing, the 30 days to rediscover the magic of parenting, because when the mum said to me today, I've got teenagers, am I family too old to come on the course? And I said, no. I said, because actually, and we'll take it one step further, parenting is not a technique, it's a relationship. I want to know how you as a parent bring yourself to a relationship, what your child is triggering in you. And all of that is about the relationship you have with yourself. Now that's really deep, but it is. Because all the outside world does is reflect back to you how you see yourself and how you feel inside. So I don't really think it matters how old your kids are. So they're my 10 tips for doing hard things. smileyforlife.com/make it easier. And as you know, on the 1st of May, I'm starting my 30 days to rediscover the magic of parenting. And this is about your relationship with your child. Yes, you're going to have something to do every day for 30 days, okay? But it isn't really about that. It's about building momentum. It's about step by step. And everything you do will just make sure that your relationship with your child is the priority. You watch how that changes the way you see yourself, the way you see your child, the way you see your family in 30 days. You watch how it changes it. We did it before in 2014 and the results were quite surprising, I think, for a lot of people. And we'll do everything from like screens, boundaries, communication, active listening, yelling, whinging, perfectionism, praise. And because what happens is the course material is the course material, right? But what happens is when you get in the group and then you add the live calls into it and then you get my daily emails, you layer up on that. So then it starts to become about your specific family and it starts to become about what it is you have come to the course to learn. Because I think everything happens for a reason. I think, I wasn't ready to write my book in 2015. I think every parent will come to that course to learn the next thing that they need to learn, and everyone's going to take something different from it. So it's the kind of course that even though everyone's doing the same thing, we're all looking at it through different filters. We're all in different places. We've all got different age children. We're all in different stages with our kids. But you're still going to, because if it's about the relationship is relationship, isn't it? And actually, maybe you can take some of the tools away and think about how that impacts your relationship with your parents or with your friends or with your other half, not just your kids. So the premise of it is all built on connection parenting. Connection parenting is not co-sleeping and holding your baby in a blanket, and it starts off as that. But connection parenting runs through your whole relationship with your child. It starts off by building a really secure attachment. So this is based on a theory by a guy called Bowlby, and you can have secure attachment and you can have insecure attachment. And a lot of children who are insecurely attached are the ones that struggle with friendships, are the ones that struggle with at school, are the ones that struggle with self-esteem. Whereas securely attached children, they thrive because they're resting in your love. They're resting in that solid foundation. Now, it's quite likely if you didn't have a secure attachment with your primary caregiver, that you will be unable to cultivate that kind of relationship with your child because your blueprint for love and connecting and relating is insecure. So what I tend to find, if you use that as an example with grown-ups, you normally get an avoidant. So you get two types of insecure attachment, avoidant and anxious. So you normally get an anxiously attached insecure person with an avoidantly attached insecure person, because that's a lovely dance, isn't it? As the anxious person gets more anxious and suffocates the avoidant person, they go, oh, you're suffocating me, and they need to avoid and run away. And you do this lovely little dance throughout your whole relationship. And sometimes the avoidant person gets so avoidant that they won't talk to you. And then the anxious person's going, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. And then the avoidant person goes, no. And the anxious person goes, right, that's it, we're finished. And then they go and pick another person the same. What you're just doing is, we call that compulsion repetition. We normally pick people who are like the parent that we struggle to get the love from the most. And we normally go and repeat that pattern, hoping that we'll end the story differently and that we will get love from that person. And the course, the 30 Days to Rediscover the Magic, talks about actually what is love? What does love look like to me? And I sometimes ask parents in coaching to rewrite their definition of love, because if you have trauma, your definition of love will be all mixed up with pain, and love will hurt, and love doesn't hurt. Love allows you to be who you are, and it doesn't hurt at all. And you know, connection parenting doesn't punish. There's no power struggles. No one wins. It's not that kind of powery. You have the power because you're the parent, but you do that through being assertive, through asking for what you want, through setting boundaries, through empathy, through listening and communicating.